You can hear us. Got a few audio issues this end, which is why I'm a bit later starting today. We are going to be starting in a second, though, with trying to add George Nadar to our Man City team. Just to see, can this be what pushes us over the edge? So that seems fine to me. Seems like that is all working. Let me get my chat up here. Good morning, good Monday to you all. Let's see, can we finally push ourselves fully back into the promotion hunt? And let's get this. I've learned now to get this off of top chat. Good morning. Hope the weekend has been good with lots of football. I've had the rare occurrence with my football team that they won an away game for the first time in I think it was 400 and something days. So yeah, a great weekend, Marcus. Right, we're gonna have a look at George Nadar in a second. Let's just recap where we are up to. Coming here rather than where I needed to go. So we are eighth in Division 2, English Second Division. Runaway leaders Burnley and Brighton at the top there. We've narrowed the gap a bit. We've still not managed to draw a game. We're not doing very well away from home. That's a problem. Let's put these splits on. Yeah, so three games. We kind of done a few at the end there. I suppose that's pretty decent that we've managed to turn that around. We are back. Hello, Olivia. Nice to see you. Hope you're not missing me too much. Right, where are our signings? I think we're going to do it. They want 2.5 for him. I don't think he's going to sign for us, so we're going to do that one. I think we were 750, yeah, 725 for George. Right, he wants 5,000. Let's see what he wants for important. He wants 5,000 for that. So let's go. Let's go with this one. Not giving you 120k because I'm trying to give like 2 million to some Spaniard. I forgot, we kind of went a bit crazy with the offers at the end here, didn't we? 1.75. Are we paying 1.75 for this lad? Crossing 11. Antonio. Letting you down. You got either foot. How much money did we have? Yeah, I don't see Borgia coming here neither. Unless he was on this list. We've still got 6 million. I think these are it's only been 4 days, but I'm like, what were we doing with these players? I believe they were players who were expiring contracts potentially. I don't think either of those two are interested. What did we offer for him? 1.7. I'm going to try it. And look, I'm going to imagine that we were looking to use him up front. Let's see if he's interested. No interest. Oh, he might. He might come in. We're going to try it. Because we're probably getting fired if we don't get going. I don't want someone else being able to spend that money. That's our money. Right. North Africa search. God, it must have got wild at the end of that last stream. Right. Yeah, they've accepted that for Borgia. I was like, cancelled? I don't even remember that being accepted. We were in for Frederick Canute. I think I put that in after the stream. What division are Leon? Oh, they're in Division 1. There's no way. There's absolutely no way he would have come in. So I think I probably just did that for the bants of seeing Frederick Canute. Right, Patrick Anderson. Let's see. I'm going to imagine he's going to want... Oh, Patrick. No interest. I'm going to offer him 7,000. Let's see. Let's see if we can tempt him. Scaler is off to Birmingham. Big Dini Gripton. Mats Rubath. He's pretty tidy, actually. Yeah, I did not take not doing great on that previous stream very well, did I? With the amount of uppers we fired in. That's way too low. If you come in and do well, you can leave for 1.3. Mats. That's not great. That's not great prep. Losing 6-1. Mendy. Mendy's a player, isn't he? Let's see. I know they're all players. That's kind of integral of them being part of the game. Not... Oh, this has started well, hasn't it? We've got two who don't want to sign and another who's like, absolutely not. Carl Cornelius. We're going to Reading. They're in our division, aren't they? The division above. Ray McKinnon. Ray's going to go out. 30 years old. I don't think he's played for us. He's on 2,000 a week. I'm going to change him to not needed. You are going to Luton, Ray. Are they in our division? I feel like we've played Luton. Yeah, 10th for Division 2. So you're only dropping down 2 places. This is the big one. This is the big one. All. Why is that not saved? It's cheered me up seeing that we won 4-0. Oh, we've got Clark back as well. Right, we're going back to the home system, so we're gonna have to have a clear out of all these lads. Once again, retrospective apologies to my brother. Not that he ever watches these. Are we going to go Williams? No, let's go Matteo. Let's go Matteo and Tish. Williams in defensive midfield. That's what we're going to do. Then we're thinking we're going to go. Are we going to go Woney? I think I'm going to go Solvad. I'm going to go Solvad. No. Let's not mess with the system now. Williams, Hyde, standing. I've put Crystal up top because I forgot what we were doing. We're going to go Booth, Bull, Crystal, Newbie on the bench, Solved on the bench, and then it needs some kind of defender. Let's go. I think we're going to go Larry. I hate not having the goalkeeper. Especially with Andy. Right, previously versus these, we've been okay. Now, if that's too loud or you can't hear it at all, let me know in the chat. But here we are. Massive game versus Burnley. Burnley 4-4-2. Ludic McCloskey, friend of the channel, I would suggest by now with the amount we talk about him. They've got Gardner, Ray, Hot, Boxall, Lacey, Mellon, Quinn, Barry Quinn. One of the many Man United loanees that turned us down. And then they've got, I was going to say they've got another one, but they've not. They've got Steve Davis, who we were looking at, and then Stuart Barlow. So they've got an old, experienced head front line. And here we go. It's great to be back. It is great to be back on this Man City save. Less great to be offside so soon into the game. It's good to be seeing the Man City bus again. Crystal hits the free kick. Friend of the channel parries it down. I was like, if we go 1-0 up, if we get an opening day or an opening stream win versus high-flying Burnley, how many points clear are they? Well, they're tied. Joint top leaders, we've just hit the bar. If we go up against these guys, we'll carry that into the next games, hopefully. I've just started to turn the corner. Absolutely powered Berry with that win. Local derby. Man United's little favourites for loanees. You show them who's boss. Don't do it, Barry Quinn. Out here dissing Man United, forgetting that lad's on the pitch. Why does I had no memory of the real Stuart Barlow in life, but since we started playing Championship Manager 3, Championship Manager 99, all he does is score past us because I made that very lame gag with the take that reference one time. One time I did it, Stuart. And now all you ever do is score past me. Why is he going? Why are they going round Jeff Kenner? Jeff Kenner is a Premier League international caliber defender. I was like, is that Adrian Williams? It's Andrew Williams. He could have been a good target for us, Adrian. I presume that he's at either Wolves or Reading, though. Oh, you stupid game. I had so much enthusiasm coming into this. How are we... Why are we getting so routinely battered by Burnley? They're not even doing anything special. They're just on their little stock 4-4-2. Basically the only person that's carrying their weight this campaign is Steve Bull's 8th goal, and he's still deteriorating. Shooting was 16. He's still got a couple of 20s. He's still got the mental side of the game, but the physicals are waning. They are waning, and it's upsetting that no one else is stepping forward. No one else is stepping forward, and no one else is wanting to really come. We're kind of capped with the players that are available to us. Driven in low by Andy Booth. Come on, Boofy. Let's get another pass, Big Ludo. Right, we've got 20 minutes to go. A little bit of injury time. Header from Crystal, 2-2. We are back in it. What are we doing? What are we doing? Right. Crystal's going to swap with Hyde. And I'm going to get the noobs on. Noobs, mate. Come on, save me, please. Crystal nearly saved me, but it was offside. It's wet 7 degrees here in Manchester. We don't need to be losing 2-1 to Burnley. Burnley, who are in the position that our board want us to be in as well. They'll be like, we should have hired that guy in there. Man City have done it. There we go. That one's not being ruled out. If we not let stupid Barlow score a brace. Barlow's brace buries Masio's boys. Burnley score a goal, I'm going to throw my hat on the floor. I think we all would have took that. All would have took that once we went 2-0 down. What have we got next? We've got Oldham away, 2nd division. They are 2nd. We're going to go back to the more defensive system for that. At least we got rid of Ray. We might be landing George, I suppose. Just checking out Barlow's Wikipedia, the affectionate nickname of Stuart Barndor Barlow. Couldn't hear Barndor. Another nickname was Jigsaw. The joke being that he went to pieces in the box. Could Ramon be the answer to our issues? Morton Weghorst keeps interesting me. I don't know if he's a £10,000 a week 1.9 million pound player. Let's start 8.7. We are at the stages where contracts are coming up. Again, I'm going to cool it and see what happens with George first, especially as we're moving to this system where we've only got one striker. Right, off you go, Ray. 1 million for Weghorst. He's 7 caps. Has he played much? He's barely played for them. I have no memory of Morten Weghorst ever being at Dundee. Morning, guys. Good morning, GS. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do 1 million for Morten. If he's going to come in, that is. I'm not prepared to pay you £12,000 a week. I'm just not. I don't think he'd accept. Oh, I can't anyway. I'll tell you what, if you accept 9, I'll give you 9. I'll even sweeten this a little bit. Look, you can have 60. I almost never give that up. Right, George Nidari is going to come in. I think we're going to take George. He's left-footed. Means I can try moving him to the left, Andy Booth to the right. Let's have a look what's happening over in Denmark. As I say, he has been at Bolton, yep. Right, let's see. Let's all just take a moment to send out some positive energy that we want Borja here, the 24-year-old Spaniard, who's previously been at Deportivo, to want to play for Man City. No interest. What if I give you an £11,000 goal bonus? Does that change thing? You could be on like 20 grand a week. That's probably more. That's way more money than you are currently on. Never liked Morten Weghorst. Right, apparently I was trying to sign Mexicans at the end after I finished last week as well. Right, here we go. Someone that might sign. A 19-year-old Swede. Surely we can grab a 19-year-old Swede. Off the ball, pace, passing. Could be a good player for the left-hand side of that system. Let's see. They've got a minimum release fee of 700. Let's start at 350. Scandinavia is the place to be, isn't it? There is Stefan. Tonton's there as well. Don't need a third choice goalkeeper, so we're just gonna ignore that. Right, that has been accepted straight out. He wants a lot of money for a young man, doesn't he? 9,000. 7,000. I had to tempt fate with the saying I didn't need a third keeper. Now the backup one's out. There's no way Paulo Sousa wants to play for me, is there? What is he worth? 700. I wouldn't pay that anyway. Right. So apparently he had offers from Atletico Madrid, Valencia, and Espanyol. We brought in the backup target, though, Daniel Nicholson. He might be coming in for an immediate debut here. Here we go. Quite pleased with that. Quite pleased with that. Right. Let's get back to the system that we used against Bury. Now, this is a different test, obviously. I think we're going to go Mateo sweeper. Then we're going to go Tij left. Williams right. Left is going to be Bolan. Right is going to be Kenner. Midfield is going to be Hyde. Standing Solved. I think we're going to go Clint behind the star. And we're going to go Feeney. Yeah, let's go Feeney behind the striker. Completely missed him out last game, forgetting that we'd signed him. We're going to go newbie for the time being. We're going to go Vieri. And then Big Larry sub. When's Walker back? 2 weeks. I feel like this is it. I don't feel like we need any more signings. I feel like we just need to work with what we've got now. Oldham, 4-4-2 push short. Got Morten Heldegaard in goal. That's a real good keeper. And they've got Jimmy Davis. I can't get away from these bloody Man United loanees. Oh, man. I'm glad I went to the more defensive system, because there's some real talent at this level. Annoyingly, we've got Feeney in, we've got Nadar in now, we've got the new left-sided Swedish guy whose name I've already forgotten. I'm just going to be honest. Don't know what we need to think about defensively. I feel like we've got a good enough defense for the level. Maybe left back. Where is he? Maybe we could get an upgrade of Gary Boland, but again, I don't feel like he's an awful player. We've obviously got Vaughan that can go in there as well if we want to go with a more of a defender than a midfield option. How many more loans can you bring in? It's 5 for the season, I believe, GS. And I'm not unhappy with the start here away at High Flying Oldham. If we can get 4 points from playing the top 2, I feel like that would be a pretty decent return. I'm thinking long term, potentially going to drop Feeney into midfield, and it's going to be Standing here, who might drop out. But then he's got excellent defensive attributes. Oh, Paul Reed there moved in on goal. Good football by Oldham. Former Premier League match. Technically a local derby, I think. Oldham and Man City. Powerful header by Ball. Oh, Feeney looked certain to score. That was how you make sure I remember that you're here, Feeney. Would have been to have put that away right before halftime here at Boundary Park. I feel like we've competed well there, though. I'm not going to change anything. I'm happy with that, lads. I might go Vieri. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Vieri for Solved. Yes, I'm trying to think, what have we got loans then? We've got Kenner, Feeney, Walker. What was the last league you played in outside of England, aside from the brief stint at Perugia and the special Lazio on Saturday? I played the SPL recently. That was on a later Champman. On 99, probably the most played league I played in was Turkey. I had an incredible Fenerbahce save that was on my laptop that I mentioned got stolen previously on one of the other streams. So I remember someone was like, "Oh, sorry to hear about your laptop," and I was like, "Don't be sorry. It was 24 years ago." Not over it though. That was such a great career. Right, I'm thinking, what are we going to do? Despite his goal-scoring prowess this year, I think we're going to get on. Going to rest. Ball. Matt Clark's going captain. Let's see if John Newby can be another hero off the bench. Can we find our own super sub? Oh, hits the stanch. I think to come away here to Boundary Park against second in the league, Oldham, and potentially win, shows that we could be onto something with this system. It's just dawned on me as well. We got our very first draw previously, after I just pointed out that we'd not drawn. It's an early baffer. I was hoping that was their goalkeeper. I think we're in control here now. I'm currently playing Football Manager 2020 with Besiktas. It's really fun to say. Do they still have the rule where you're only allowed 4 non-Turkish players? That was always a killer. Or at least in your starting squad. Two red cards now. So who do you think you are, Oldham? Me? Up to 6. I'm just going to say it because we're all thinking it. It's the hat. Hats equals wins. I was going to say I'd like another away game so I can test this system. The Moss Rose ground. Right, we've got 6 million left. Let's get this on expiring. Dion Burton would be an excellent signing for us. He's playing, though, but... See how quickly I pivoted off of... I don't think we need any more signings. Under the new rule, allowing 12 foreign players in the matchday squad, starting 11 could theoretically be fine, but then you need a Turkish bench, right? I remember having, like, I would bring in Argentinians and Brazilians, and then, like, you would constantly be having to rotate the 4. But then occasionally you'd get to the stage where I think it was like 7 or 8 years, they could get Turkish nationality. Currently doing a Welsh player only Hereford save. Much to my shock, Ryan Giggs didn't buy into the project of dropping to the conference. I like that. Important player for the future. I see him as an important player for my future, though, Derby. That's the problem. So we'll be having words. Where's Undlov at on here? I can't believe we've not thought of that because he's such a Man City, like, I can't believe he never played for them. He's at Wimbledon. The most Undlov-like of teams he could have gone to. It's a bit upsetting knowing that he's there. At my enemies. Who was manager of the month? No, it wasn't me. Wayne Carlisle was really good in this iteration. Don't think we can compete with them. We could compete with them, though. Oh, we're at our maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Newbie. Yeah, I see it now. So that's it. If one of them leaves, we won't be able to get another one because it's not a maximum cap. It's just that's it. 5 for the season. Georgia Dar is injured. I shouldn't be upset or surprised. Right, my worry is that those players are going to be... How much news have we got here? Those players are going to be unavailable and we're still going to have a game. Must be on the list of Masio-Ball Masio enemies. Yeah, Wimbledon, definitely. Even though I had a lot of fun playing as Wimbledon on the game I always forget. It was one of the very early ones we did on PlayStation. And it was surprisingly good. It's like FA Football Manager or something like that. I don't know why I'm looking because I know the PlayStation 1 games aren't there. Occasionally I'll leave stuff out. Right, here we are. We got... Tron's going to come out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Hyde and Trond and spin them round, and I'm going to put the new lad in on the left. So Mika's going to move to the right. Nicholson is going to play on the left. I could do with starting to get a few people down into the reserves because it is becoming unmanageable. Yeah, Varney's going to go left back. Tishy's going to drop, well, not left back, left centre back. Tishy's going to drop to sweeper. They're all fighting over playing sweeper. It's my turn to play sweeper, Gaffer. FA manager. I don't know why I always get that. It's such a simple name. I don't know why I always get it wrong. Right, I forgot that these guys have got Isaac and Kubo. Who did he headbutt? God, he was up for this, wasn't he? Bit too pumped up. Doesn't matter if they've only got 10. They've got this lad on loan from Aston Villa who never stops scoring past us. I think people should ban. They should ban loans at this level, which is fine for me because I just buy all the players that I've got on loan. It's annoying that I felt like I'd hit the system. Bob Bloomer. Coaching legend often on this this one. Yeah, it felt like we'd hit the system. And now we're out here losing to 10-man Macclesfield. Keep thinking that's Steve Lomas, but it's not. And I'm like, don't check again because you already checked. It's not him. Why are we struggling so mightily against Macclesfield, lads? They're in 4-4-2 stock. We've got a massive gap. Maybe I need to be... Tell you what, I'm going to do it. We've got a player missing in that area. Probably don't need to sit in such a storm. Can you imagine if you were like the Man City fans and you're like, they went a goal down, they didn't replace a centre back, but the manager, he still stayed in the 5-4-1. Be like, I see it now. I think we're gonna attack them at half time. Yeah, because we've only had one shot. Couldn't keep his header down. He was crowded out. Oh, Feeney hits the old banana. I'm thinking we're going to go 4-3-3. I know we don't often play that, but... Right. So we would have... Vaughan can play left back, can't he? We'd basically be going into something like that. I'm going to push Nicholson up front. Be something like that. Boland can do that. Geary can come on for Hyde if needed. We've only got one striking change. Tell you what, Boland's going to spin off. And I'm going to do it on here, just so all the instructions and stuff are correct. So Vaughan for Boland. Boland is then going to swap with Tish. Hyde, Nicholson, Feeney in midfield. We're going to put Feeney in midfield, or we're going to go standing? Do you know what? Feeney's going to play up front because we've not got enough forwards on the bench now. Standing, ball through the middle. Boland will be like, so where am I going? I'll be like, yeah, there's the good part. You're coming off. So he's moved all the way forward. Then we've retreated him. Let's go direct pressing. Let's see if we can get amongst Macclesfield here. Down to 10. Relying on loanees. We've only had one shot. They've hit the woodwork straight away. New system has not worked. I feel like this sad-looking goalkeeper here, out here losing to Macclesfield. Straight away, Daniel Nicholson's got booked. Would have been the perfect game for someone like George Nadar, this. If only he'd not been injured. Powerful header by Ball. There we go. Finally registered another shot. Still really struggling. Matt Clark's needed to save us there. Come on, Man City. This is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Hyde's having a stinker, so he's coming off. Tell you what, let's drop Feeney in behind these two. That is technically where he should be. Then we'll push him on from there. So it's 4-3-3, but in a different flavour. Oh, newbie on mark. Finally, we've seen their goalkeeper have to make a save, though. Lee Bracey out here playing his 8. So he had 3 shots. I don't understand that. Why he's on an 8. Oh, come on, lads. Let's grab an equaliser here. There's only one Bobby Bloomer. Right, Geary's come on and pushed someone. At least he didn't headbutt someone, so we're still winning the moral battle. Oh, effort from Ball. If you could have picked a player for that to have dropped to there, probably our final chance, you probably would have picked Steve Ball. And it's not worked. Well held by Lee Bracey. Lee Bracey's played a 9. Reflexes of 8. Agility of 10. Handling 13. Macclesfield 1. Man City 0. And we just as we started to think about the lucky hat, it's all gone wrong. All gone wrong. Ooh, that's a big one. Huddersfield. That's annoying. We're going to match that, or we're not going to because we can't. He's already accepted, it looks like. Has he accepted? Yeah, he's a great dog. I didn't even get a chance to match it. He's so desperate to get out of here after our terrible defeat that he's just, like, already gone. Already gone and left. Right, we've now got a gap in our system. Right, Williams, you're going to go defensive midfield. I think that's worked out well, yeah. I'm tempted to try Nicholson and Crystal. So because they're the actual wide players. Then we're going to go. Is George in? George is not back. George is still injured. I'm going to go Newbie, Bull, Booth. We're going to try Booth on the other side. We've got Geary, McAvoy, bench. Let's get the Hogfather. Mansfield are another one in the old 4-4-2. They've got Hayden Mullins. I cannot escape high quality low knees. Can't see them in the... Oh, they're second now. So it is another massive game. I can't be moaning about the placement of other teams as well in the league because we're Man City that came into the season with like 10 million to spend. Should not be doing as poor as we are. Top corner by Crystal. Crystal had such a great start to things, to life here at Man City. It's a shame that it's kind of fizzled out for him. Now we've got him pushed on. We've got a left-sided and a right-sided midfielder now in those spots when we've got the ball. Let's see if that can make a difference. Get some supply into those forwards. Clark's needed to make another save. Considering I feel like we've got a strong defence, we don't half concede a lot of chances. Diving header by Booth. Big man Booth getting up there after that. Right, it's Tuesday the 7th of November and we're not even in the playoffs. When would the Man City fans start booing, and when would the board start to be like, look, we're not getting booed because of this guy. Let's move him out. Man City win the corner. Crystal floats it over. It's been headed away. Tish was up after that. Newbie's playing a 7, proving that he can just do anything. Why is Andy Booth captain? Crystal's on a 6. We're going to get Geary on. I can't have passengers. I can't have 6 passengers, lads. And I've only got 3 subs. Is this our old boy? It's not, is it? Because he was a defensive midfielder. After this, we'll have full league cam. We'll check top of the league. We'll check where Hereford are up to. We'll check where Huddersfield are up to as well. I'm thinking Booth has got another 5 in him. Then it's going to be Patrick time. It's going to be Pat o'clock. Oh, Nicholson. Nicholson. That guy, the new signing. Big DN. Can't remember his name, but if that goes on to be the winning goal, he'll be going on the statue contenders list. Right, I've missed taking Booth off. Let's get his... He has rebounded to a 7. I'm not going to do it. Sorry, Patrick. Sit back down. It's not... Pat o'clock is cancelled. Jeff Kenner whips one over. How did he manage that? Or manage to miss that, I believe it said. Nicholson now hitting swerving shots. Newbie smashes one. Great football by Man City. Newbie's on an 8. Booth's on a 7. Bull's on a 6. Tell you what, let's get Bull off for the last 5. Let's give him a rest. We are 2 minutes away, plus injury time, some injury change. From a potentially huge home win here. Back to 8th. Jeff Kenner is back. Right, thinking about it, look, we won. Lost that one. Won there. Drew with Burnley. It's not a terrible start. It's not a terrible start to things here on this fine Monday. My old friend David Sheepshanks. Let's get you off. Not interested in you. If you're not interested in me, I'm not interested in you. That's how it goes. So we want to keep building on this now. We've got Dover. FA Cup. That's quite a good tie for us. When is that? It's away. Right, I can't be going to Dover. I know our away form is not great, but I can't be going to Dover and playing the system that we've been playing. Is George Nadar finally back? I'm thinking, do we attempt, call me crazy, do we attempt a stock 4-4-2 here away at Dover? Keep it conventional, keep it compact, progress in the cup, keep this league form going, I'm so annoyed about losing Lee Feeney. He just started to... When he played 2 games for us, I feel like he'd started to become an integral cog of the machine. Now the machine needs a new cog. Cheers me up a little bit. Huddersfield have sacked Jimmy Mullen, who came in, who took the poison chalice off of me. In my opinion, pay a 3-4-3. Terry Dolan. We're absolutely inundated with news again. When is this game? The Crabble Athletic Ground. Not right. The guys found some players there. Do any of them stand a chance of getting, like... If I was going to say, if he had French second nationality, but he doesn't. What is this, Matthew Charles? What have you been doing? Surely an integral part of going there. Right, 35 caps. I'll call it with him a little bit. But you need to be understanding market conditions. I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should just do it intrinsically. Right, 3-4-3. We're gonna leave it stock. 3-4-3 stock. If I was a braver man, I'd put Nicky Weaver back in goal, but we sold him, didn't we? And by that, I mean Finn Bogson, because obviously can't play someone that plays for Birmingham. If you're looking for a striker, maybe try Sebastian Rosenthal. We looked at him before. I think he was about 2 million. We're going to go unconventional. We're going to go an entire back line of left footers. Then we're going to go with the Nicholson left, Crystal right. We're going to go Hyde and Standing in midfield. Then we're going to go George, Bull, Patrick. Gota on the bench, Woney on the bench, Bolin on the bench because of his versatility. Oh, we can play extra subs. Right, let's get a goalkeeper on. That's good. Let's get Walker back, again, because of his versatility. Just in case I need another sweeper. Right. We played Dover before. Back in the old conference season. Season 1, technically. Season 1, Club 2. And I'd really like to just put Dover away. I'd like to smash them. Look forward to losing now. Steve Ball with a drive. The goalkeeper's made a save. Old Simon Torrance. George Nadar with a shot. That's a George Nadar debut goal would be appreciated. Scored on his debut. He heard me. And he was like, would you want me to just put it in that? Like, yeah, put it in there. Do you remember when you scored that hat-trick past us? I want that, but against Dover. Good job, Crystal. Aims for the head of Hogland. Oigland, potentially, with the... over the top. I'd like to get Gota on in this game. If for no other reason, then he's up for sale. I'd like to maybe kind of generate a little bit of a market for him. I think we're being 2 up, even though he's not scored. We'll take Steve Bull off. Give Steve Bull a little bit of a rest. We've dominated these. This win is dedicated to... Who was it that said 3-4-3? I can't even see it now. Oh, it was... is it... I can never pronounce your name. Is it... Rabadley? There's too many similar letters too close to me, especially on my small chat screen. This is your win anyway. Right, let's get... Check condition. We're going to get Højlund off. He's on an 81. He must have got kicked. Or his stamina's not great. Let's get the goat on. Door. There we go. This is dedicated to you, Door. Let's get Woney on. Been ages since we've had a Wone moment. 2-0 up. Professional. Do we keep this? Do we try this in the league, seeing as it's worked here? There are definitely times where I think we could be a bit more positive. And as I'm talking about that, Simon Elliott is through on goal. He's scoring his 11th goal, his 14th goal all competitions. That's pretty tidy. Bit nervy. We've battered them, but not put them away. Warner has just nearly made it a tie. I can't even see Warner. Oh, Michael Warner at the back there. Why do I say these things? Why do I say these things? Was talking about this was going to be the system to see us to league safety of the title. Now we're out here needing another goal versus Dover to avoid a cup set. We've totally gone to sleep since half-time. We'll throw my hat on the floor. Don't you test me, Man City players. Goalkeeper's played an 8 there, guy, despite the goals. Right, we're going to get Hyde off. We're going to get Walker back on in midfield. That has not worked, has it? What have I done with Justin Walker? I've put him on it. Defence. Can I undo that? Don't think I can. Anyway, let's leave that as it is. Put the wrong number into the subs board, apparently. Was going to be putting him on for Hyde in midfield. Right, Wone got one across. Clark can't hold it. It's lucky we left Hyde on because he was there to follow that up and hook it away. And we're 12 minutes away here from needing to hold on to make sure we get to Main Road and get a replay. Superb by City until the finish. Nadal with the drive. Nadal denied a great goal. So he has had a good debut at least. And we're coming up to an hour into the stream, and I don't really feel like we've learned anything. We're still absolute bottle jobs that are inconsistent. Steve Bull, though, he is exempt from that. He's exempt from that criticism. I'd hoped that leaving it 3-4-3 stock meant that we were a bit more defensively sound. I'm not saying that we won't use this again. There's absolutely a time and a place for this, I think, away from home. It is a concern. Maybe it's just the magic of the cup spurned on by the 6,000 crowd here. I feel like Nadal must have played well. Yeah, an A. I feel like an 8, even against Dover. 8 and a goal. That's a pretty tidy debut. Made hard work of it, but then we did what we expect the professional teams to do. Right, we've got Notts County. Second round. Right, I want Lovenkrands off. Because he's... we're not in that market, are we? Too many big teams in for him. Don't think we'd get a work permit for him. Sure he doesn't have one up north. Oh, there we go. It's Bob Bloomer's moment to shine. Veteran player Bob Bloomer, new Macclesfield manager. Showed his leadership qualities versus us. That's not the system, is it? That's it. Where are Grimsby? Right, bottom. Right, we need this, lads. Let's win this. And we're back in the idea of thinking about that second automatic spot. If we don't win it, we might have a nervous scan of the jobs list. Right, I'm going to get Tony on. I'm going to go back to Tony. Wright's going to come in. We're going to go Matteo. Am I going to risk Walker over Tish? No, I'm not. Williams midfield. Left is going to be the Nicholson. Right is going to be Christoph. If I do feel like that worked pretty well, then we're going to go Nadar, Bull, Newbie, Booth on the bench, standing on the bench. No, Geary on the bench because he can play right and centre. And then we're going to go Big Larry. We're not. We're going to go Walker. I've pivoted out. I feel like Walker's just such a useful player at this level because he's got those two designated positions, midfield or sweeper. Blasted at the top corner. Got all that attacking firepower from the front five, effectively. And then it's our centre-back putting us while they're up. I think you need that to be a balanced team pushing for the top. Also didn't check where Hereford were, did I? 22nd. 3 of their points came versus us, naturally. There we are. 2 in 2, 2 in 3. Good job from whoever that scout was. I shouted at one of the other scouts. That scout, though, he'll be getting a Christmas card. The other one, not so much. Now, we were 2-0 up against Dover, and we still managed to make a spectacular mess of things. So we will not be considering this done yet. We're not professional enough for that, lads, are we? Newbie's effort goes over. Was hoping that Newbie was going to be absolutely prolific for us. It's not quite happened. He's having a good game though, isn't he, Nicholasson? Newbie's on a 6. He's captain again, though. I don't understand why I keep making such a mess of that. There's no way he should be captain, is there? He's got influence of 13. Here's the captain, though. Captain Bull. Fires in low and hard. See, look, as soon as we've taken the pressure of captain off of young John Newby, he's firing in low and hard against people. Newbie Moss, come on, mate. 3-0 at half-time, and I think we're gone, aren't we? As it is, 1 goal, and we're going to get a little bit nervy. The crowd are going to start to get a little bit rattled. Everyone's doing really well except Vaughan. Vaughan has only just come in, and we'll cut him some slack. I'm going to sit up straight in my chair for this half. Would like another goal. Would like a striker to score me a goal, please, lads. They're bottom of the league. We've had 12 shots on target. And we'd like more than 2 goals, ideally. Decent crowd again. Daryl Clare, only he could have finished. Nervy. Newby's the type of player who starts the first game strong, and that's what he's been doing all season. Yeah, he got that hat trick, didn't he? I'm going to take Bull off because the other 2 are on 8s. Let's get Booth on in the middle. Feels like if you were playing him in a front 3, probably central was where you would want him, isn't it? At the minute, if you offered me it now, I would take the 2-0. They get a goal now, though. Near the end, I will get a little bit panicked. But it looks like we're being professional. Have we finally learned? Let's be professional for a change, Man City. Efforts, good spectacular effort from Booth. Final whistle was gone, though. Up to 7th, right on the shoulder of the dotted line now. 6 points behind the top 2 because of the work we've done this episode. Their keeper has had a 10. I'd missed that. Right, Newton. Yeah, you go up there. You'll love it up there. Macclesfield out here taking the players that I would happily have. Right, we've got Notts County away, 2nd round. We're going to go back to the system. I'm like, where is it? I know they're in our league, but let's see. 13 days' time, let's see if we can boot these away with the 3-4-3. Can that be the cup system? Can it maybe be a system we try in the league against teams that we are looking to beat? Where are they, Notts County? They're 14th. We've got the legendary Kenny Irons there, I can see already. Transfer bid for Darius Vassell. 275. I mean, I would have Darius for sale for 275. I was going to say, if I can get 275. Don't know why I thought I was ever going to grab him. Surely you're accepting my offer as well. Let's see what he's thinking. Would you rather go to me or Dunfermline? Where are they? We might struggle against that. I'm going to go squad. I don't want to bring him here on false pretenses. I'm not giving you 100k. I'll give you 55. United beating Vasco 4-0. Aston Villa has agreed terms with Man City. There we go. We've finally beaten someone to the signature of someone. I'm quite happy with that. Old Vassy in. It's cup tied. 500k. Not a bad signing, I think. Someone that we've had our eye on. On loan. Look at that. He was having a great year for Kidderminster. I know they're in the conference, but I think that's an interesting option for us. We've got some future planning for Bull as well, because if we are around next year, the idea that we're going to be able to play Bull anymore or rely on him like we've relied on him here. I just don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to skip these. Let me check that. I don't know why I was checking it. We're not surprised to see Nkubu's done that. There's an unbelievable amount of this is the problem. This is the downside, not the problem. There's no problem with Championship Manager. Let me just put that out there. I don't want the game switching up on me. Generally satisfied. That's a bit of an underscore there, isn't it? Yeah, the problem with having so many leagues on is the amount of news that we get. Some of it is that I've got like 7,000 players on my shortlist. Even though I trimmed it down, I'm always trying to trim it down when I'm not recording or when we're not live. But yeah, so like look at this. That's been going on like what, 15 seconds? We're only part way through. Right, we just got about an hour left. Let's see, can we finally push ourselves back onto the spots we want to be? Right, so we're not going to get Robbie Savage. He's coming off. There's too many teams after him. John Grant. John Grant's quite an interesting looking player, isn't he? He's got the parts that you would want. Where is he this year? He's on loan at Stenhousemuir. If you would take Hot Prospect, I've got a space for you in next year's team. So John is leaving. It looks like he's already agreed terms with someone. Right, Fulham, Sheffield United, Coventry, Leicester. Has he signed for someone? Is this why we couldn't put an offer in? No, he's not. He's not signed for anyone. I don't get why we're not able to try and take him. I'm going to approach the buy. Right, let's see if Newby's got any interest in signing for us permanently. He has. What would you do if you were walking down the street and someone shot the hat off your head? That's why I always have a backup hat. Let me know if that was a satisfactory answer. Right, let's have a look at Fenton. No, Fenton's going. Don't know who you are, Fabio. Hope you enjoyed your screen time. Kenny Jackett, wonderful, wonderful tribute to him at that opening game. So Newby's going to Leicester. At least he was interested. You know what? I'll give him the credit that he was interested. I'm like, who is it? I don't even remember putting this guy on my list. I'm not surprised to put him on my list because look at him. There's no way we're going to be able to get him. We're going to let Solved leave. Thank you for your time. Let's get him off because I'm not interested in a whole prolonged saga of him going other places that aren't me. This is the downside of these systems, having two systems. I wonder if I can save them, save the players. We're going to try Walker. We're going to try Williams and Walker. And we're going to go with the wide players. And we're going to go Hyde. We're going to go Geary this time, though. And then the front three is going to be Nadar, Ball, Newby. We can't bring in our man. Pretty happy with that. Notts County 442, yep. They got Mark Rankin. Or Rankin. We've started right on the front foot here. This is what we want. We want to get into round 3 of the FA Cup. I know we're concentrating on the league, but a nice little league, nice little cup push to distract from the stresses of the league would be appreciated. Here we go. He's celebrating signing for Leicester by scoring past Notts County. Oh, Ball bears down on goals. Ball, you've got a little bit of a goal drought, mate. You need to be careful. You need to be sorting that, please. We've got Darius Vassell here. Come home to Man City. Crowded out by the defenders. Newby with a volley. I'm liking Nadar Bull Newby. NBN or NNB. I don't know what we'd call that. Let me know. If it was football focused and they were focusing on this front three of Man City, what would they be referring to them as? NNB, BNN, MBN? I think it's that last one. Want a second goal here, ideally, whilst we're so on top. Oh, Ball. He nearly ended the drought, but he's hit the woodwork. And that continues the drought. Sorry to be a stickler, but the rules are the rules. Nadar's on a 6, Ball's on a 7, Newby 7. Feel like Ball only scores when he's captain. Diving header, Ball scores. Captain to the rescue, 10th goal of the season. What did he get last year when he came in? He got 7 last year, so he's gone past that. He got 7 in the league. He's already on 8 in the league. He scored in the cup. And we look like at the minute, like we are going to round 3. There'll probably be a live draw of round 3. Bristol's been shown the card. Might get Vieri on for him. Do we have Vieri in the 2? Well, let's get some Clint on. Steve Ball's hit the side netting now. Let's get Clint Marcel or Crystal. He said it's been a good signing, Marco, though, since we came in. We didn't pay much for him, comparatively. Tony Daly. I had a feeling it might have been him. Right, are we going to get Booth on? I think we might. George Nadar's on a 6. Daly, who scored. You've got to watch Daly in his 7 England international caps. And we've not watched him. And he's made the game interesting. Good crowd here as well, 20,000. We are going to get Booth on for these last 10. Different striker, different player to deal with. Do you want to get Gary on or Larry? Gary or Larry? We're going to get Larry on. Walker's not doing great. Let's get Crazy Larry out here. Referee points to the start spot. Nubi with a chance to score. Nubi's added his second. Surely that settles it. FA Cup third round. Here we come. And then we got Huddersfield at home in 3 days. And my watch is like, you're not moving around enough. Right, I'm just going to move. I'm going to readjust my screens. Hopefully I can keep this off camera. Just to go and get a slightly more comfortable seated position. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. My neck's getting stiff is the short of it. Right, Danny Webber's contract. We would be all over Danny Webber. He's like, I don't think so. We'll keep an eye on him. Chris Kamara. Right, so we're not getting John Grant. A chronic lack of ambition from Johnny Boy. You could have been next year's Steve Bull. We didn't even get a chance to see the cup. Right, we've got Preston. 17th in the division above. Right, we are home versus Huddersfield. Would you like some sick candy fruit? Oh, would you like some sick credit fruit salad? No, thank you. You've not really sold that, being honest. Especially if there's a cost involved. What fruit have you got in it, though, out of interest? What's making it cruddy? I think we're going to stay with Vaughan. Kenner's back. Let's go Matteo and Tish. I feel like Walker might be the better player for now. Williams. We're going to go Nicholson, Crystal. Front three is going to be Nadar. Bull, Newbie. Hyde on the bench. Booth on the bench. And then Happy as Larry. Right, here we are. Justin Shuttlewood. We must have signed him. Trees, Rush, Melville, Dyson, Hodge, Ferguson, Parkinson, Clark, Webber, Wayne Allison. Andy Melville wanted to leave when we were there, didn't he? Yeah, wants to move to a bigger club. Delroy Facey's back. Australia is very famous for house racing. What's house racing then? Also, what time is it, Australia-wise? Hodge completely misjudged that. So this is the first round. It's not double-legged, is it? Doesn't look like it. Being honest, I wished I'd played a more rotated team. The fact that it was Huddersfield, though, has caused me to take this more serious than I potentially would have. We've got 15 fouls in here, though. Newbie's struggling. He's going to go off. Matt Clark selected. What is Clark's rating? Influence is 18. I think Clark should just always be captain then. Is that the new Xbox logo on your cup? It is. Oh, there's Tish. Is that on camera? It was a Father's Day present, this. Good size, hot and cold as well. And it has the added impact that because it's turned into cup review now though, but because the bottom's narrow, it actually will fit in cup holders in cars or on the desk. Or where I have that one, which is just off shot. I've done that thing, a bit like, do you know when you take your car to the mechanic and they adjust the seat and you can't quite get it right? That is what I have done with my screen when I tried to get it at a more comfortable position. Now it just feels permanently off. Rush has had to hack the ball off the line there. Let's get... Right, let's check condition first. Yeah, I'm going to take Nadar off. I'm going to put Hyde up top. And then I'm going to swap Hyde and Nicholson around. -1 degrees hail here, so it's not an easy game. You'd probably take 1-0 in this. They've got the dangerous Darren Ferguson on set pieces, though. Andy Booth has not done it this year. Yeah, look at that. 3 goals. I'm thinking next game around, probably going to get Darius Vassellin on the bench. See what he can do. Ball moves on goal. Ball's now scored in every competition that we've played in. They're starting to push forward. It's no good now, Huddersfield. You're done. It's time for you to go home. It's not far. Not a far trip. Take care, because it is breezy hail. Cristal moves on goal. Good save from the goalkeeper there. But I feel like we're starting to show a little bit of dominance. Melville's being booked. There'll be no bigger club for you, mate, playing like that. Big Wayne Allison. We kept him quiet today. Man City are through. Let's have a look at our finances. Look at this. It's just... I feel like we're always making money. What have we got next? Away at Blackpool. Historically, we've done very poor against these guys. Not that poor. I think it was just last year. Because they were right up there last year. We're going to go back to the 3-4-3. It's worked against Notts County. These guys are in a similar position. Let's get Rapley off. They're like swapping strikers. Newby to Leicester. Rapley to Liverpool. Brian Robson dropping all the way down here. We need to have to keep an eye on them to see if they rebound at all. I mean, Anders Anderson's an intriguing player, isn't he? For our level. Dion Burton's obviously not come up. Darren Moore. I think we'd probably take Darren Moore on a free for next year. How many Moores could we fit in the team? I think we'd probably... Oh, his reflexes are 12. He could be an upgraded goalkeeper. Darren Peacock, probably a bit too old. Paul Hartley, we've checked a million times. Let's have a look at Craig Ramage. Craig Ramage, no. Wouldn't get a work permit. So that's the danger. I don't want to so completely focus on getting promoted that if we get up, we've not done any prep or planning for next year. Right, here we go. We're going to keep it as we are. We're going to go Mateo, Tij. We're going to go Walker. We're going to go Hyde. Are we going to go Geary again? I think we are. We're going to keep Geary in midfield. And then we are going to go up top. Nadar, Ball, Newby. We're going to put Darius on the bench. Standing on the bench. Williams on the bench because of the amount of positions he plays. Blackpool. 3-4-3 short versus their 4-4-2 push. We're not on short, are we? We're on stock. Let's see. Is this going to be new away system. And then we can do the 5-4-1 or the 5-3-1-1 as it technically is, if and when we need versus those bigger teams. Because despite it being more negative a setup, it did seem to help us when we needed it. I mean, we beat Oldham away with it, didn't we? The problem was Macclesfield away held us back. I feel like Connolly and Eaton both scored past us last year, didn't they? Kind of being overrun here, it feels like. Although we were shading the possession there at 60-40. Primus handball, where was that? Newby on the volley. If we can get that front three, can we get them fully clicking? I feel like we'll start to really push up. A win here, results going in the right way, we're finally going to be back in the playoffs. And we've not been in the playoffs for ages. At least 5 or 6 games, probably more. Probably since the good start. This is not quite working, though. Thinking we might drop Nadar into attacking midfield. Oh, Ball with the strike. Bartram with the save. I'd like to finish this and maybe get in another 2 games before we stop today. Oh, Newby loses his man. Set free by Steve Ball. And we're going into half-time 0-0, it looks like. We have had a better last 10. Walker's been injured, collided with someone there. I think it was Marsh, was it? Chris Marsh, yeah. Here he is here. Let's have a check on his condition. Well, he's fine. You'll run that off, Justin. I don't want to be hearing any crying. Right, we're going to get Fazell on. Not for that. I wanted Fazell for Newby. Let's see if Darius has come on. So we've now got Darius and Nadar, Darius Fazell, George Nadar, either flank of Steve Bull. I think that's a real good front three or attacking lineup for this level. But they need to prove that they're a good attacking lineup by getting us a goal here away at Bloomfield Road. We can't be labouring to draws away at bottom half teams. And we would probably take a draw now that we've gone a goal behind. Bloody Primus again. He's definitely scored past us before. Why do we struggle so much against them? Let's try pressing them. Let's get standing on for Vieri. Tell you what, if we're going direct as well, let's push those 2 lads up. Right, we've got a free kick here. It's red. Marsh has been sent off, so it's a good time to have gone a bit more attacking, hopefully. Matt Clark's had to hold that, though. A header from one of their players. Di Thomas is now on as well. And again, we've just fallen off completely since we've changed system and changed intent. Unreal. Vassell to Nadar. Nadar strikes it with fury. It hits the bar when he should have scored. It comes back to Darius Fell, who should have scored. And then a couple of minutes later, we're now 2-0 down to Blackpool. Blackpool, who were like right at the back of the mid-table pack. Just can't get any prolonged form going. At least away from home. Powerful header by Steve Bull. Old Vincey's on an 8. We've had 12 shots, only 3 of them have been on target. That's the problem with today. We've lost it. We lost it. It was quite late, but we've lost 2-0 to a 10-man Blackpool. Just can't beat Blackpool, it feels like. Not at Bloomfield Road, anyway. Ruined our playoff hope, playoff push last year. Thwarting us again right when we're on the verge of the playoffs. Right, what have we got left? We've got away at Huddersfield. Home versus Bristol. Bristol 14th. Huddersfield 17th. Let's have a look. I'm thinking we're going to go to the 5-3-1-1, but we're going to turn the attacking midfield spot into another striker, so it's 2 up top. Or we could start George Nadar in that spot. And then if he needs to, he can join the front two. Probably not going to happen now because he's now... Oh, it's 10 days. He might be back. Sibierski, you should have joined me, mate. You could have been playing by now. Remember when I thought he was going to be my starting goalkeeper next year? And now he's off to Real Madrid. Potentially. You'd presume that he would choose them out of that bunch that have come in. Barthez off to Arsenal. Oh, no, from Arsenal. He was already there. Pressing direct. Yeah, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. I know it's not very ambitious, but I really want to get some away momentum. And I do feel like this is the system. I'm thinking we're going to go Hyde. We're going to go with the traditionals. No, tell you what, we're going to go Wone, Standing, Hyde. That's Geary. And then we're going to go George. No, George is still out. I'd like someone behind. I think we're going to go Patrick. I'd like someone behind here who, if we need to, can just join that front line. Right, Huddersfield have got a new idea in, or new manager with new ideas in since we last played them. Let's just check what they are doing. Terrible effort by Allison. Defence did enough to put them off. They've still got Webber up top. They're still in the 4-4-2. So maybe not that many new ideas. They've done what I've done. They've just been like, just put it on default and just see if that can stop the problems that we're having. We didn't check the league last time out. So we're still, despite that terrible performance last time around, we're still on the cusp. We just need to put a run together, lads. I'm sick of saying it. Just go out there and do it now. It's coming into January. I declared us wanting the title, and we're nowhere near the title. You're making me look stupid. And I don't need you to do that. I can do that myself. Oigland's tried to get past Ferguson there. He's been brought down. Ball had a shot there just wide. Here at the Alfred McAlpine Stadium. They would be booing the life out of me. Be pulling the hat further and further down right now because Parkinson has scored. They've dropped the pace a little. We're going to put the attacking midfield up all the way further forward because this is horrible. I was one of the people who voted against the move away from Huddersfield. Sorry, Marcus. You can enjoy this then. No one else, though. Oh, Justin Walker, lovely strike, 20 yards out, his first ever goal. Set pieces of 19. If you beat them, I consider you made the correct choice just saying that. 1-0. Not at the minute. Not at the minute, Marcus. We've got to keep Wayne Allison and Danny Webber quiet, though. They are all over us here. I just feel if they rebounded, even with the depth, you would imagine a team of their caliber should have been able to attract some really good players. I'm going to push Vieri on. Second half, I'm going to show a little bit of adventure. Hopeful looking shot by Steve Ball. He's blazed it over. We are at the stage. I don't think a draw is good enough for me here. Højlund hits Ball. How is Højlund doing? He's on his 6. I'm thinking we're going to have to get Vassell on. Clark's needed to make a save there from trees. Another save. They're all over us now. We've got to make the change now. Let's get Patrick. I don't feel Patrick's done too bad considering. Vieri, shooting 10. Hyde, shooting 10. What's his off the board? 11. Kind of the same. I'm going to leave Vieri there pushed on because he's got heading of 20. I feel like he's more likely to arrive late. Header one in. Clark slides in on Vassell. Vieri's now been carded. I know we don't always use it, but I do feel so close by Vassell. I do feel like an absolute killer attacking midfielder is probably the final piece of what we need. Melville's just absolutely bruited Steve Ball. He's been carded for that. I feel like Feeney, someone in the caliber of Feeney, that would be it. Oh, Vassell. I was like, surely he's not going to win it. Don't particularly deserve to win it, but I would take it. Shuttlewood's had to keep them in it. Now we're showing our strength. Shuttlewood's down low again. He's made most of his saves in these last 10 minutes. Vassell has a chance to win it to death, and he can't keep it down. The final whistle was gone. Huddersfield 1, Man City 1. We're still in 7th. Stoke have won, but Macclesfield haven't. No, this is the thing that's keeping us in this at the minute is no one is breaking away. What have you got for me? Attacking midfielder, centre-wise. I thought that was the Belgian one there. I got really giddy. Adrian Moses is a good player, isn't he? Where does he start? He starts at Barnsley. Klaus Jensen, no, he's midfield centre. Marcos Valles, a former Zaragoza man. Interesting, isn't he? What's his flair? 13. What's first team football? Let's try 675. Just to test the waters. Just a little water testing offer for them. I wonder what that was for. More than that. Right, here we go. Final game of the straw. We've got a bit more time, actually. We might be able to get another 2 in. We've got Brighton there as well. Look, they're 4th. Portsmouth, Bristol. Right, I've got players in the wrong position. Clark, Boland, Matteo, Walker, Kenner. That's all fine. I'm going to leave Walker in. I'm going to take Tish out. I'm going to go Williams defensive midfield. Standing and Hyde need to come out. Standing Hyde. We're going to go Nicholson and Crystal. Højlund, Wone, Ball. So Ball for Wone. Wone out the team. Højlund out the team. Oh, Nadal's out. So you know what? I'm going to go Vassell left, Newby right. So Vassell, Ball, Newby. We'll leave Højlund on the bench because of his multiple places he can play. We'll put Solveld on the bench and we will put Tij on the bench. He's not on the bench. Where's the third sub gone? I've messed something up here. I've got Vieri. I would rather have you and Hyde, actually. Yeah. Happier with that. It's just 4-4-2 everywhere you go. As soon as we can find the system to crack 4-4-2, we'll finally be able to put the advantage of having the biggest ground, the biggest budget, the most money, and the best players, and add that to it. So I've basically just highlighted that the weakness is me. Gusting 13 degrees. It's Tuesday, the 22nd of December. Happy Christmas, all. What we are after for Christmas is a win and finally getting into the playoffs. We've been outside of them basically all season. After we had that incredible start, we're in the top two. Thought we were going to steamroll the league. And then it all fell apart. It all went wrong. Easy chance for Darius Vassell. That's his first ever goal for Man City. Man City 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Here on Boxing Day. This part is going well. The home form. We did manage to grab a few more draws away from home, so at least we've kind of gone from being horrible away from home for just being average. Average probably isn't going to be good enough, though, to get us back in the automatics hunt. And at the minute, we can't get to the automatics hunt until we get into the actual hunt for the playoffs. Just hit the post. What a goal. That would have been great football by Man City. Crystal score. What is that now for him? Only his second league. I'm convinced he had more goals than that. Scored in the cup. I've tricked myself into thinking he was better than he was. Half-time is here. 18,000 in here. 2-0 up. Most people are on a 7 or better. We've not got the full Len yet. I would like that. Here in this gusty 13 degrees wind. One more goal. Thompson's... Where is Thompson playing? Andy Thompson at the back there. One more goal and I think we're shutting up shop. I think it's job done then. Newby loses his man. Fierce strike. Back of the net. Here we go. 3-0 up. This could be it. We could finally be over the north of the dotted line. We're gonna take Bull off. Let's get Pat on through the middle. Let's get me man on for Gary. I know he's not a left back, but he's dangerous from these corners. He is left-footed. So 2 subs. Sorry I'm late, Kev. We have a new system at work and I have less of a clue than the Villa defence. How's it going today? Yeah, not good. After that Super Cup, I declared myself impressed with them and strongly implied that I felt they might be dark horses for the season. So I do feel partly responsible. It's going better now. We're still not doing fantastic away from home, would be my quick summary. Assuming you get promoted, are you definitely staying at City or would you move if you receive an offer? I would definitely move. I'm enjoying my kind of maverick, no loyalty character in this. Especially if we could get one of the jobs abroad. I'd go back to Spain, Serie B. I say go back to Spain. I'd go back to Serie B. I'd be happy to go to Spain. I can't stop looking at Holland. I'll call it Holland. Thank you very much. I still need to find that clip. There'll be no one here who probably knows what I'm talking about unless you've heard me reference it before. There we go. Let's go. Your face, Macclesfield and Chesterfield. Manchester City Field is here now. Field of Dreams. Right, Portsmouth. That's not great. Where are they? They are 11th. We're at home. So we don't have to completely purge everything. We are going to get this one in. Easy. Easy street. James Flood. Let's have a look at him. I can't believe he's not gone out anywhere this year. He was doing a good job for us, and then they've done that thing, and sometimes you see this with Championship Manager. We were playing him, we got sacked, and it looked like they fired him in the reserves and never played him again. And it's like, well, you were scoring goals. None of them. Marcus Stewart wasn't scoring goals, was he? He was joining the failed collectors strikers, the failed strikers collective even, up there at Sunderland. Right, here it is. It is business time. Dion Burton. Villa, you don't need him like I need him. We're still going to go for this because they might be giving him young player. I don't think Marek is going to be interested because he's one of... There does seem to be this kind of, I play for your rival team, I'm not going to sign for you. No one wants me to see me sign this guy. Let's be honest. You imagine me having to say that 5 or 6 times a game. Ron could have made a lot offer to loan Wolves is Steve Cabba. It's the Cabba man. Right, Gary needs to come out. Gary is struggling there. He must have got a little knock. Let's get Tony on. Tony. Everything else is staying the same. Nadar is back. I was worried there that I had a loanee that I'd not put on training. I think we're good. I think we're going to go with that. I'm going to stay with this. It's up to you, lads, to go out there and prove that you deserve to be over this dotted line. Right, Portsmouth. Billy Mercer in goal. Orford, Dryden, Whitbread, Summerby. Nick Summerby. Doesn't seem right, does it? Carter, Simpson, Spring... Don't know how you say that. Ronnie Morg? Glenn Naylor, Luke Nightingale. They did beat us the very first game that we were at Huddersfield, didn't they, Portsmouth, I seem to remember. I like the Russian with a complicated name, the one who always scores against you to sign with your team. I don't think that's him, is it? Because that's the one you're thinking of is Beshchekniev, I think. And that one was Dan Aneliush. I feel like if I ever managed abroad in real life, I'd end up as much as a meme as the Tony Adams arms. Ooh, Portsmouth. We've not come out on the same intensity that we ended. Is that Nick Summerby? It's Spring. Which Spring is this? It's Matthew Spring, on loan from Derby. Now they've gone much more defensive. The hat is back. I never got a follow-up to... Someone asked before, you might not have been here, Ruffy, what would I do if the hat was shot off my head? And I thought I answered it excellently. I said, that's why I always have a backup spare. And we never got any closure on that. Crashing drive from Darius Vassell. There's Justin Walker on the ball. Do feel like we've done better since we've gone a goal behind, annoyingly. It's the final game of the year 2000 here. Before we move over to 2001. Nick Summerby with a free kick. Right. As I say, we've not lost many at home, have we? Not doing great, guys. Not doing great. I'm going to give you 20 minutes to sort this out. We've been good all year at home. We've come from behind before. We came from behind versus Burnley. And we've come from behind versus Portsmouth. And it is Newby. It's his 7th league goal of the season. That man wants it. He's professionalism embodied. Oh, Christo, another goal. Another head at goal. I'm like, if he can grab another goal, he'll be on free for the season. I'm thinking we might get Nicholson and Bull off, potentially. Or the Hoig. I never want to take Steve Bull off, though. He's got that. Oh, penalty kick. Walker steps up. Walker slots it home. Second goal. Scored from a free kick in the stream. He scored from a penalty in the stream. And we've turned this around. And we're 2-1 up. And I was just about to say, I don't like to take Steve Bull off. Even if he's on a 6. He always feels like he's someone that can get you a goal. Close from Fussell. It might be him that goes off because Højlund can play both sides. We will check the condition. We've got 15 minutes to go. Ball's on an 83. Do you know what? I'm going to take Newby off. Let's get Højlund on there. Let's get Christo off for Hyde, just because he's on 70. I want to see professionalism now, lads. Let's shut this down. We're going to stay compact. We're going to stop giving these free kicks to Nick Summerby, and then we're going to go down there and we're going to clinch it. Man City 3, Portsmouth 1. Let's start to move away from the orange line, shall we, please, towards the yellow line. I'm like, what colour is the next one? Oh, Højlund. Højlund's finally scored. And never quit, this guy. It's only his 2nd goal of the season. He's played a lot of substitute appearances, as many substitute appearances as starts. There'll be more now with today. But we're 4-1 up. We never panicked. We kept it calm. We believed in the power of hats. We're not worried about people shooting them off our head. And we're 5-1 up. Look at that. Know your place, Portsmouth. Know your place. That has been commanding. Typical Championship manager. It's like he's got to stop soon. Let's turn some form around so we can spend the next few days stewing on the fact that he should have kept going whilst he was winning. We needed that. We've still got the fields right on our neck. We've got another field above us, though. Right, who have we got next? Brighton away. How many points ahead of us are Brighton? A good win here versus Brighton, and we're right back on their shoulder. I'm going to have a little sip of water to compose myself. And we're going to think about... I go out to brush my teeth before I have to go to work. It was 0-1 before I went out. That's the danger of this Man City team that we've built. What were we thinking of Joseph Desiree Job? I know he didn't have the best of times in England in real life. I think there's a player there. There's a player who has no interest in playing for me. Right, we're not gonna take him off though. Give me Frederick Canute. Who's this lad? Let's get him off. Oh, Newcastle. I can't even be bothered competing with that. Or that. Who is that? Is that Brondby? Or is that someone else? There's too much there. There is too much there. I think that might be Brondby. Yes. It's got to be. I've never seen this ever. That's their real name. Right, Tony Vaughan had missed that his contract was expiring. Oh, I've messed up with Tony Vaughan. Don't think I'm going to give you 9,000 a week. If I change this now, though, to squad, he's going to be annoyed, isn't he? Yeah. I'm not gonna do that for the time being. Ah, we've messed up there. Right, so Vaughan probably not going to be here next year. I know he's kind of a fringe player. Look for players from Auxerre. At that time, they had a lot of very talented young players. Let's find Auxerre. I'm going to imagine first division. Yeah, they are 12th. Cyril Julien-Champ. What a great name. Look at his shooting 20. Oh, it isn't. Name is Brondby Idlatsforing. See, I can actually read that because it's not all so close together. Is this Nano that was at Barca? It can't be, can it? They do have a decent team, this lot, from the few that we've clicked on. Marcus Enkenberg, they've grabbed him from Yalby. Good player. They've got Timo Tano. They've recruited well, haven't they? Is this Abdefai? Oh, it's Amdefai, yeah. The amend. Wow. I think we'll need to have to come back and have a little look. A proper look through. Ooh, this is where it begins. Despite the club's financial state, the Manchester City directors are a little disappointed with your performance as manager. Only a little, but that's the first sign of discontent we've had from them. Too soon to declare him an enemy of Masio-Ball. Right. Brighton away. I'm thinking we're going to this system, but we're gonna go 2 strikers. Because we've still not fully cracked. Look, we're away from, we're not in the top half still. So this is what worked against Oldham. We're going to try it here. We're going to try and start going for the nil. We're going to go Williams and Walker at the back. So Boland's going to come in with Jeff right. And then we're going to go Hyde, standing Burke. Not Burke, Geary. We're going to go Nadar and Bull. Newbie bench. McAvoy on the bench. And then probably a striker. We're going to go Vassell, Booth, Hoyland. I think we're going to go Hoyland. He scored last time out and he's also got the midfield designation. Oh, basically just means Bromby Sports Club. Idra is the word that collects all branches of sport. Ah, right, interesting. Good knowledge. Think I saw Samasia Boo there. Samasia Boo, friend of the channel. One of the things I think I enjoyed about the Crystal Palace playthrough and the Sheffield United playthrough, as frustrating as it... How did he miss that? As frustrating as it is starting in debt, so much in debt, as they both do. It's like 4 million and 4.5 million and 18 million. Was that it forced you to have players that you wouldn't normally think about or accept. For example, Samasia Boo on loan for Sheffield United was not the type of player that you would normally look for. It's one of the many reasons why Championship Manager is so great. Right, this is going to be the final action of the stream. We're going to finish this game, hopefully with a win, and then see where we are for Wednesday. But thank you to everyone who's dropped by and joined us. Let me know what you would do if your hat was shot off. Thinking the hat will be back Wednesday. Kind of struggling a little bit. It's a -1 degrees hail. It's not really the time for free-flowing football, is it? We are on direct, at least. Half-time is here. Nadar and Bull are doing a good job. They're doing a good job. I'm thinking we might go 3-4-3. That's not right. That is right. Get Newbie on up top. Extra striker. Or we could put Nadar into attacking midfield. Right. Perry's been carded there. Williams with a free kick. They've just hit the bottom of the post. I'd take a goal from anyone, lads. Anyone. Oh, terrible effort by Nadar. He was crowded out, though. I'll always make excuses for George. Yellow card. Man City free kick. Oh, he's off. He's one of their defenders, I think, isn't he? Let's have a look. Right, massive hole in midfield now. Justin Walker, standing scores! Standing room only in the city, and standing has sent them limbs and arms and wheels, and they probably don't have wheels. They're not from that awful Yellow Brick Road follow-up. Those things scared me when I was a kid. I wish they'd not brought them up now. Right, Hyde. Hyde's going to swap with George Nadar. Going to put him in there. I'm going to go Newbie for Hyde. Love how your timescale matches mine. 1:30 is when I have to leave for work. I managed to get up a bit earlier, but I could get my breakfast and watch the stream. I slept very long today. I slept terrible last night. I was still awake at like 3 a.m. and there was no reason for that. It was just like, had one of those rare times when you just can't seem to go to sleep. You can go upstairs and make a tea. Go for a walk after lunch, hopefully sleep a bit better later, knowing that we might be on the verge. Fantasia used to scare me as a kid. I get that. Was it the moving mops? Brings on John Newby. John Newby's crashed one in. Return to Oz. Someone's put it. Thank you, Marcus. That's the one I'm thinking of. To be fair, it's probably not terrible. It's probably just the fact that I was scared of it. There we are. Brighton, 3rd place, 0. Man City 2. We've turned that around. We've turned the season around, potentially. The devil scene. I'll need to check that. I don't remember that. I only remember the walking buckets. We're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. Most of the goals have come away from home. Look, we've only let in 12 at home. We're matching Burnley in that regard. Burnley scored 2 of them past us. Away, we are starting to creep up there onto the verges of respectability. This is the important one, though. We don't need to worry about the splits. No, we're right on the verge of taking Oldham's place if we can get it going. I think you're an hour in front of me. It's 13:18 right here. Yeah, of course. Let's have a look at team stats. Right, team stats, we're back up there. Let's have a look at player stats. Barry Quinn. Tearing the division apart. Right, Carlisle's gone at least. Don't need to worry about him. Jimmy Davis, he's probably here all year, is he? Yeah, that's annoying. Let's have a look at the goals. Right, Bull is up there. Jimmy Davis is destroying things. Barlow has at least gone to Birmingham. That's good for us, that. I'd missed that. Isaac's here all year, isn't he? Yep. Steve Davis. Who are they playing with him now? Oh, Pesky Solido. Was he there? He was there, wasn't he? Yeah. So it's not. He's not quite there, but he's not a bad player to throw in. Little John. Tony Toilet. Steve Bourne, John Newby. Look at that. That's start. I said if we could get some strikers to like 15 plus goals, I feel that we're going to do it. When do we next have our next player? Nadal with 5. That's not fantastic because he scored 3 of them against us for Swindon. So he's not scored in the league for us yet. Did play well in that last game though. Nicholas, potentially a MVP of the stream, I would say. Come in for 350k. The scouts found him. 6.5 rating, 2 assists, 4 goals in 9 appearances. He doesn't always start as well. I think that's pretty good. Couldn't help but look at Fitzroy Simpson. And then we've got Booth on free. Booth's falling out of favour now. Booth's gone. Right, before we go, I'm just going to leave it on contract just to check that I've not missed anyone else. Now, Geary's next year. I don't want him to be an important first-team player. Let's get him on squad. What do you want at the minute, do? Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to offer him that. I don't want to forget. You can have that for my liking. Wone can go next year. Burke, we've not decided on. We've not really used him this year. Sean Gota. Yeah, so there we are. There we are, St. Nicholas. Genius. It was right there. Hat. Different hat. Will probably be back on Wednesday. Thank you very much for joining me, though, guys. Really appreciated it. It was really great that people dropped by and enjoy this. There's no Championship Manager this evening. You might have seen my post yesterday. I played it. Not a spoiler, because I'm going to show it. We beat Juventus, so we're through in the UEFA Cup. There was then having a problem with my computer having no space. Deleted a load of files, went to edit, and realised I deleted the file that I needed. And I spent ages trying to recover it, and it was just gone. So that will be back Wednesday. Quite progressed on from where we were. So there will be a video at 5 p.m. though. Completely different game, so please feel free to check that out. I think many of you will enjoy it because it's probably the most requested title that people ask me to play. If you're watching this later on, that will already be up. So have a great Monday. Enjoy work if you're at work. Good luck at work if you're going to work. I hope it goes well. Who did you draw in the next round? It was a favourable draw. I want to say it's Walsall. I'm sure it was a Polish team. It was someone nowhere near the strength of Juve. I feel like we've knocked out the best team. Goodbye, Olivia. I can't believe you're still here. That's commitment. Right, have a good day.